Located south of Luzon and northeast of Palawan, Mindoro is the 7th largest Philippine island. Mindoro was first inhabited by the Mangyans, a peaceful, mountain-dwelling tribe, until other Filipinos settled in. The island is divided into two provinces: Mindoro Oriental, the more developed tourist haven to the east, and Mindoro Occidental, the rustic, agricultural western half. Being the more underdeveloped province, life is hard in Mindoro Occidental. At first glance, with its inland lakes, surrounding seas, and numerous rivers, one may very well conclude that food is plentiful here. Ironically, fish in Mindoro Occidental is hard to come by. It was here that the International Institute of Rural Reconstruction initiated the small-scale aquaculture for food, income, and resource conservation project in 1998, supported by German Agro-Action.
German Agro-Action, that means Deutsche Welthungerhilfe, is an NGO of Germany who was founded in 1962. We are working in the 3 developing continents, that means Asia, Africa, and Latin America. We are assisting people in our strategy in a self-help approach. That means we help people to help themselves.
When we found out that Mindoro Occidental was one of the regions where there was absolutely no aquaculture being done, we got in touch with the Provincial Planning and Development Office, and we told them that we were interested to find out what is happening with aquaculture in Mindoro Occidental.
Dr. Gabriel Nasa approached me and relayed to me this aquaculture project. We selected 8 barangays where we have to introduce this project, and one of my men, Mr. Dalange, coordinated with him to visit these 8 barangays, and this was introduced to our partners.
The farmers used to buy fish from peddlers who rode bicycles around the province and made a very unique sound.
Ang kailangan namin dito, yung galing na doon sa balok na nakasakay sa bike, na may dalang pot-pot, ay pagkakaroon namin pot-pot, at siya isda na yan.
The unit assigned by the local government to provide assistance to the project was the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources Office, or MNRO.
Before, the farmers or the fishermen only got the fish from the wild, or catching it from rivers or lakes or in the oceans or seas.
Wala pa yung mga fish cakes na yan. Malagay mo umaabot siguro ng mga 15 kilos ang nakukuha.
Sa pagganitong panahon, hindi ko na makuha din sa lakas ng hangin. Pag magandang panahon naman, nakukuha nila minsan may mga 3 kilo, about 1 tao yun.
Because of the large-scale fishing, they wanted to earn more, so they even got fishes or capture fishes by means of maybe what we call the illegal way or illegal fishing. They use some dynamites or the electric. They started depleting the fish resources in the municipality.
But starting aquaculture on a magnitude of working in the entire province was almost impossible for us. So we planned to start it on a really small scale. And we limited our efforts to freshwater aquaculture systems, finding out that there is tremendous potential. There are so many freshwater aquatic resources which have not been tapped properly. There are so many underutilized water bodies, such as free-flowing spring water, etc. This is one example where the water comes from the springs out there, and Mang Pinoy had one small pond with absolutely no fingerlings. So we told him what this is about, and he constructed a series of 4 ponds We gave him fingerlings, we gave him trainings, and the most important resource, which was water, was coming 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Partnering with IIRR and the local government units allowed landless farmers access to common property resources such as lakes and rivers. With the help of the local government units, the project provided selected few farmers from each of the communities with training in aquaculture. The trainings were extended to on-the-job training with successful farmers. Cross-visitations were an integral part of these trainings. The trained farmers, in turn, went back to their communities and extended the knowledge to fellow farmers in a process known as eco-training, with farmers as facilitators. Thus, the communities were practicing farmer-to-farmer extension without realizing it. Of the project's 130 families, with an average of about 6 members each, their average per capita daily income was 35 US cents, lower than the United Nations definition of poor. Once the farmers constructed their fish ponds and culture systems, IIRR and the local government units delivered the fish seed, or fingerlings.
Evidently, the catch of fish from the confined or confined condition, like in ponds or cages, increased dramatically. And at the same time, it also increased the income of our farmers.
The project encouraged the farmers to think of utilizing other untapped aquatic resources such as lakes, rivers, and rice paddies, a resource which, incidentally and happily, is abundant in Mindoro. 4 years later, the lives of 130 families have changed. Because of the project, about 1,000 individuals are healthier, earn a little more money on the side, and even have fish to put on the table. These are the development partners of the small-scale freshwater aquaculture for food, income, and resource conservation project in Mindoro Occidental. The availability of fish seed, or fingerlings, and their distribution is a major constraint in geographically isolated areas such as Mindoro Occidental. As a solution to this problem, IIRR and the local government units set up a community-based hatchery and nursery in San Vicente, a barangay or hamlet in Sablayan, Mindoro Occidental, owned and operated by Mr. Winnie Kitiwan.
Sa aking pagkatrabaho bilang isang mananahi noon, talaga ang sinusuportahan ko lang sa bukid ay yung kuya ko. Dahil ang talagang gusto kong trabaho ay tailoring. Ngunit nung sa pangyayaring gano'n, namatay nga yung kuya ko. Kaya ayaw ko namang ipagbili ang lupa. Kaya sinubukan ko rin na bumitaw sa pananahi. At nung sa pagsasaka ko, nakikita ko rin na halos hindi rin makaahon sa wala rin, mahina rin yung kita.
Winnie Kitiwan started with one small pond. Now, he owns a large series of them. The farm is the only source of good quality fish seed in the municipalities of Sablayan and Santa Cruz. Prior to the establishment of this nursery, fingerlings used to come from Muñoz, Nueva Ecija, the Central Luzon State University, a journey which took the fingerlings 18 hours to complete. The local government unit buys fingerlings from the Kitiwan farm and sells them at a nominal fee to other farmers. It is also a demonstration farm for rice fish culture, integrated agriculture aquaculture, a hatchery, a nursery, and most of all, a source of inspiration, demonstration, and technical support for other farm families. Winnie's success was not without help from his wife Susan, proof of a woman's participation in small-scale aquaculture. something that was not conceivable before the project was implemented.
Malaking bagay, sir, ang kung ikumpira sa pagsasaka. Dahil nung nagsasaka kami, pangailangan ng aming mga anak ay kulang na kulang po. Pero itong pagpipispan, parang may nakabudget na nakalaan para sa mga bata. Bagamat medyo kulang pa kami sa pagsusuporta sa palaisdaan, pero mas malaking ginhawa ko dahil mayroong nakalaan na ibibinta po namin kapag oras na talagang nangailangan ang mga estudyante. Kaya ito na ang kauna-unahang hanap buhay namin, kung hindi lang doble kundi triple pa ang kita sa palaisdaan kaysa sa palayan.
On the southernmost reach of the project, 89 kilometers away, Barangay Burgos Chairman Plaridel da Prosa has noticed a change in his neighbors.
Medyo may kaunting kinaaluan din dahil una-una yung pangailangan na doon sa pang-ulam nila doon sa pansariling pang-ulam lang ay doon ang gagaling sa kanilang fish-pad na binigay ng IIRR.
On the northernmost reaches of the project, small-scale aquaculture has brought a sense of unity to the people of Carindan Lake.
Namumonitor namin sila, nakikita namin yung pagkakaisa nila dito.
GA is appreciating the efforts of IIRR, especially of the project manager, Mr. Tabris. I think it was a successful story, what we have done together in the island of Mindoro.
At the end of year 2001, IIRR turned over the project to the local government unit of Mindoro Occidental, but IIRR does so with pride. A local farmer is raising fingerlings. Farmers are teaching other farmers, and support by the local government units is available.
That the small-scale aquaculture uplift the livelihood of our beneficiaries or the farmers. And we are very thankful to the International Institute of Rural Reconstruction regarding the implementation of the project, because ever since we have not we have no programs or activities regarding the aquaculture project here in our municipality.
And I think with this approach and the success we have in Mindoro, we will try to transfer the ideas, the knowledge and the lessons learned to other projects.
Encouraged by this experience in Mindoro, IIRR organized a write shop to produce a resource book entitled Utilizing Different Aquatic Resources for Livelihoods in Asia. This was in partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, International Center for Living Aquatic Resources Management, Network of Aquaculture Centers in Asia Pacific, Southeast Asian Fisheries Development Center, Asian Institute of Technology in Bangkok, Thailand, and IDRC Canada, representing most of the major aquaculture players in the region. And in keeping with its mission, the International Institute of Rural Reconstruction has once again proven that it is possible to work with the poor and their communities as a partner, enabling them to improve their lives and achieve their full potential.